Today we are going to do this look only using these two brushes. I really wanted to challenge myself, and also I had to challenge myself because all of my brushes are dirty and I have to wash them, and I only have two clean ones. This one, which is perfect in size to use with cream product. You know, I only mainly use cream products because I think they are superior. No matter your skin type, your age, cream products are amazing, but that's a topic for another day. This kind of shape is perfect. And then I have a little buddy right here for concealing, being a little bit more precise. This whole look with only these two brushes. I hope you enjoy. This is the foundation by Axiology that I love dearly. I have been using it every day that I use foundation. And it's more like a tinted moisturizer in a cream-based formula, which is my favorite and preferred formula. It's very thin. It's light to medium coverage, I would say. And it kind of sets into a satin, very skin-like finish, but without being drying. I'm gonna use 3 shades to show you what it can do. So I'm gonna start with my shade. This is shade number 2. You can see the coverage level quite nicely. It really evens out my redness quite nicely in a very, very soft way. And I'm gonna apply it by really softly dabbing it in tender touches on the skin. I never swipe and wipe, especially with cream products. You don't want to do that. You really want to push it into the skin. And this packaging is completely plastic free from the outside and the inside. I'm gonna use shade number 4, which is a little bit more neutral peachy yellow, which goes perfectly against like kind of purpley blueness underneath my eyes. I always like to cover more with the color than with the texture. I find that with creamy products that don't contain water as an ingredient, I struggle with creasing so much less. If you also cover more with the color than with the texture, you use a very little amount of product, and therefore there's not a lot of chance for it to collect in any fine lines. Step number 3 in my 3 shades technique is using a lighter shade, which for me is shade number 1, which is a very neutral light, and I'm going to be very strategic with it. So I'm gonna go in a corner, maybe a little bit underneath my brows, which are mostly covered by my bangs anyway, but might be helpful to some of you. A little bit on the bridge of my nose, on the side of my nose, center of the chin. You can also use it to reverse contour in a very natural way, softly and very naturally highlight on the cheekbones. And you can either use your finger or take that very same brush as before and blend it all in. It's called the Invisible Spot Fix by Spatch. This is the shade combination in 1. It is a powder, which for some of us might seem a little bit weird using, especially on a spot. And you know, I am a cream convert. I use everything cream. I think it's a superior texture. But this, in terms of when it comes to my nose, my rosacea on my nose, but also bigger redness spots that I want to cover softly, this is a game changer for me. It's not a heavy texture, and I think it's genius that he put in 2 colors. It's a neutral on one side and a more warm peachy correcting shade on the other side. So I'm mixing both shades with a little bit more of the lighter shade, and I'm pressing the product in with a brush that is very dense but also very soft. Cover and powder at the same time. It looks soft. It looks like real second skin. Texture is so thin, it doesn't even interfere with me using creamier products on top of it slightly. You will see that because I'm going to use a cream product, a cream bronzer next. So I'm just going to be very specific in where I want to place this. I'm a little bit lighter in this area, so I'm going to only use the light shade here. But you know, I am not too bothered really covering everything. This is Biscuit by Westman Atelier. You can go directly on the product with the brush for a little bit more color, or you wipe it on your hands first and then go in with your brush on your hand, really work it in, and then it disposes much less product. And as you can see, maybe the Spatch powder isn't disturbed by the creamy product. First of all, because I use dabbing motions instead of wiping motions, of course. Technique is always quite helpful, but also because the texture is so thin. Switch to my concealer brush again into bronzer, just for a little bit more contours and structure around my eyes. I'm gonna place it in the crease of my eye just a little bit. So I'm switching the brush around to get the edge of the brush, but I will use something else on the eyes as well. Before I move on to the eyes though, I'm gonna use cream blush, of course. I'm gonna use one brush. I'm gonna wipe it out a little bit because it has the bronzer in it, and I don't want to mix the bronzer with my blushes. mini kit lip to cheek by RMS, which is so cute. And it has 3 of my favorite shades from the lip to cheeks, and they're in a mini size. We have Spell, Beloved, and Elusive. We're not going to use Elusive today. We're going to do a little blush layering with Spell and Beloved. So I'm going to start with Spell. I'm going to warm it up with my finger. And it's nice to start with the finger as well with a cream product, especially if you don't know really where to place your blush. And this is my first layer of blush. The first layer of blush is a neutral, more beigey tone depending on your skin tone. It gives you freshness, but more of a soft color in a way. And then of course I'm going to use my brush to buff around the edges, melt it into the skin. I'm still so fascinated that my Spatch concealer doesn't move. And you can also of course use your brush. This has the perfect size to fit into your cream products. It has the perfect size to fit into your cheeks. I think this needs to be developed. It doesn't matter how light or dark you are, red will always look fabulous. So I'm gonna apply it on the highest point of my cheek, and it blends into that first layer of blush. If you are quite light, a first layer of blush is so helpful for the bright color to not look overpowering because it mixes a little bit with that softer color. Before I go to the eyes, I'm gonna use this brush for my powder. This is the RMS loose powder, which I think is very, very nice. And then I push in the powder softly where I see distracting shine, which is mostly around the center of your face. I use a cream eyeshadow on my eyes using the Cream Case by Mauve. And I'm gonna mix a little bit of M112 and M113 together. This is a very cool tone shade, and I'm gonna mix it with quite a warm tone, mustardy brown, dirty orange, something like that. So I'm just gonna apply it with my fingers. And these cream clays, they turn quite powdery, especially if you use them thinly. I also placed a little bit underneath the eyes as well. So now I'm going to use my brush again that I used for powder, and it has just a tiny bit of powder in there still, which is perfect to blend out this cream eyeshadow in a very soft way. I already know that I don't have a lot of brushes, so I am making sure that I am sharpening this pencil to a point, especially if I want a more graphic line. The tip of this pencil will help me make a precise line. I'm gonna start where both waterlines meet, drag that line up a little bit. You can use your nail. I don't have a lot of nail right now, but it's okay. I'm gonna use my finger to buff out the liner a little bit, and I'm going to pencil in soft little motions a very soft brown line. I'm also going to use it to tightline in between the lashes from the upper waterline to make the lashes look fuller and to make that liner a little bit more crisp. And then I'm going to add a little bit on the lower lash line as well. Let's add a little bit of that black because I want to see how they work together, if they can layer up together, and also we can create a little bit more depth to the eye with that. Just warm it up quickly, and I'm only going to use it on the outer part of the wing and blend it into the brown. Be very, very careful with the blending now because I don't have a brush. I only have my finger. It won't be too perfect, but you don't need it to be perfect. Oh, that's like a nice glossy black. I'm gonna use the Gen Z Spectre Sport mascara. What I like to do with this is bend it. So I'm gonna pop it just right where it starts, and then I'm gonna bend it. Because now I have a more comfortable angle to really push that mascara into the root. Also, when I do this, I find I make less mistakes with my mascara, and also the angle to my lower lashes is a little bit more ergonomical. That makes any sense. I'm really loving the intensity of these pencils. It like really gives depth. It doesn't look too much. It like looks like velvet. I think that's so nice. I'm gonna use my favorite shade of Rosewood Red for my lips. This is 1999 Nutra. These pencils are multi-use. You can use them on eyes, cheeks, lips, and you could use the residue on the cheeks as well, but I do have quite a lot of red on my cheeks already. I am going to mix a little bit of the Inica lip crayon. This is the shade Tan Nude. I'm gonna mix it with this Rusty Rosewood lip liner to create a little bit more peachiness and a little bit of brown. Thank you so much for following along. I loved creating this look. Limit yourself in your tools and products and see how many ways you can use your products and multitask them. And I think the technique that comes with using just 2 brushes, especially one big one for complexion and blush, really gets your imagination, creativity going. And I hope you learned something new today. I hope you got a little bit inspired. If you have any questions, always feel free to let me know. And yeah, I will see you again very, very soon.